Good afternoon, everybody. Martin from Premier Yachts. Welcome to Sarah Ann. This is a one-owner, covered moorage kept, 2014 Ranger Tugs R-25 Volvo diesel power inboard with only 144 original hours. That's right, 144 original hours. This is really a great gunk holing boat. Jeff, who shoots the videos, asked me, what would make me buy this boat? Why would I want to buy an R-25? I'll tell you, there's lots of great reasons. It's surprisingly large for 25 feet. It has side power, bow and stern thrusters. It has a hydronic diesel furnace. It has Garmin radar, chart plotting, GPS, autopilot. I mean, it's just, the list goes on and on. Solar panel, inverter system, 2 cabins, nice head, upgraded toilet. These owners are very, very meticulous in the maintenance of the boat. And you're gonna have to, I always say this, you have to come and see the vessel to really appreciate it. It is really, as all Ranger Tugs, it's really well equipped. And so very nice features, very spacious interior, nice aft cockpit. Again, it's a 25-foot footprint. Whether you want to use the boat for inner island hopping, go into your favorite moorage, maybe go over to Roach Harbor, Friday Harbor, down to Paulsbo, Washington, great places. This is a good all-around Pacific Northwest gunk holing vessel. So the name of the vessel's Sarah Ann. I know Jeff wants me to read a few things to you, as we always do when we start these videos, so I put my readers on. Got a piece of paper that will give us a little bit of data. So, overall length is 27 foot 7 inches. The actual hull length on deck is 24 foot 7 inches. The beam is 8 foot 6, which means you can put it on a trailer, take it legally around the United States. The bridge clearance, and I'd really want to measure it, but it says it's 8 foot 9 to the top of the nav light, anchor nav light, but it's a little taller obviously with the antenna. The minimum draft is really, it says 2.2, I'd think we measured about probably 2 foot 6, and then the dry weight is 6,250 pounds, fuel capacity is 80, fresh water is 40, and the waste tank holding tank is 30. And why 80 doesn't sound like a lot of fuel, in a boat that has 150 horse Volvo diesel, which is really gonna sip fuel, it has nice range. So cruising around the Pacific Northwest, going up into Canada, this is going to be a fantastic boat. So with that, welcome to Sarah Ann, a one-owner, 144-hour Ranger Tugs R-25. Can't wait to show you the rest of the boat. We're now going to talk about the exterior of the boat. We're going to start here in the foredeck. You have a Lumar windlass. It's power up and down. You have a Lumar anchor. You have approximately 100 feet of chain, and I think it's 150 feet of road. We need to verify that. We haven't run it out yet. So you have foot switches here, and then inside at the helm station, you have a remote to run the windlass there as well. So if you're by yourself running the boat, it's nice. You can see the anchor is at an angle, so it'll drop down. You just lift up the safety, and then the anchor will deploy by itself. It's great. Other features are these nice high, as you can tell, stainless steel railing. You have stainless cleats for your lines. You have 5 overhead hatches. You have them here, then on top of the cabin top. Garmin HD radar, spotlight. You can see the solar panel. And they did a really nice job with the stainless railing. It incorporated that into the grab rails, and it is an additional grab rail for safety around the side. But you can see if you want to motor around the vessel, you have grab rails. You know, this is 8 inches wide. But to just give you an idea, it's 8 inches wide. You have grab rails the whole way, right? So while it's maybe not as convenient as a 14-inch wide deck, it's an 8.5 foot beam vessel. This is really nice for this beam. Again, talked about the hatches. There's 5 that open. You've got opening windows as well, so really good cross ventilation in this boat. You have the bimini, if you will, the camper wagon top for the aft cockpit, your solar panel. And as you're coming around, come inside, Very easy to navigate. So, and that leads us back to the cockpit. So in the cockpit area, again, it's nice. You can hear me talking and the diesel engine's right here running. It's very quiet. So great seating. You have a bench seat on the port side. You have a bench seat here in the center, which also is storage. Back here on the swim platform, this is your propane locker. You have a swim ladder here. Since I don't have my vest on, I'm not going to step out there today, even though I did walk down the side of the boat without the vest on too, which you should never do. I like the fact that the factory puts the 3 fenders across the stern. So if you want a stern tie and your distance is off a little bit, you'll touch your fenders. But you also have 2 stainless steel cleats here. You have fish pole holders, mooring cleats here, nice non-skid decking, and you have storage throughout both sides of the cockpit. One of the things the owners did, part of the exterior upgrade, is they put on a smart plug. And if you're not familiar with smart plug shore power cords, look them up online. They have some nice safety features built into them. It's just a little thing, but it's a little thing that can stop your boat from catching on fire. So transom door, bimini, camper top, nice large door going into the spacious cabin. And that's really the exterior of the R-25. Let's take a look at the inside. Welcome to the salon in the R-25. Again, I mentioned it was a great space. We'll get to all the different components of it. But you walk in, starboard side, you have a great head. The owners have actually upgraded the toilet to a larger toilet. Ranger Tug usually puts a smaller toilet bowl. They increase that. You have a shower, sink, hot, cold water. This is a cool feature. This has 2 cabins, right? So you can fold this up for easier access into this cabin. And as these owners use it, it's great storage. But really, really nice space. Then in front of it, you have beautiful teak table. When you're not using it, it's beautifully finished, as you can see. When you're not using it, you fold it back, couple of cup holders, handhold. This drops down and this actually makes into a berth as well. And one of the things, if you look at Cutwaters and Ranger Tugs, they're really good at gidgy gadget stuff. That's what I refer to it as. So like this settee also becomes the Admiral's chair. So this folds up. You can see the same height as the main command chair. Then cabinet opens up, great storage, and a little table for the Admiral, place to put things, cup holders. Again, just really nice. As I said, gidgy gadget, your stereo system, your USB-C plugs. Behind me is the control for the air top Webasto diesel furnace. So you have solar panel, inverter for AC power. You have DC for your diesel heat. I think you can see how much headroom's in here and how bright it is. They have large windows, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 opening windows, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 opening skylights. I mean, really good air ventilation in here. And then galley-wise, single burner, propane cooktop, a Princess, NovaCool refrigerator freezer, microwave. Again, 25 feet, really nice storage cabinet, storage drawers. Another gidgy gadget point is this folds forward, gets out of the way as well. So you have nice food prep space. Cup holder for the helms person. And then when you're at the helm, you sit up nice and high, have great visibility over the bow. You can see all the way around through the vessel, which is nice when you're docking. I don't have it here. The owner took it home to put new batteries on, but for your side power bow and stern thrusters, he has a handheld remote. So when you're at the dock and you're fine tuning the boat, you're by yourself, you can use the thrusters to hold the boat at the dock while you're tying the lines. So equipment, you have a Garmin GPS map, and if you want, it's a 7-inch series. You could easily put a 10 or a 12 in this space. If you wanted a larger unit, all it is, you take this one out, enlarge the hole, plug the other one in, and you're good to go. So if you think this is too small, but this is chart plotting, radar, speed, sonar, 3D sonar, all of it in this unit, GPS. Then you have the Garmin autopilot, it's a reactor autopilot. You have the Volvo Penta engine monitoring equipment. You have a Garmin VHF 200 radio. And then, as I mentioned, when we're out on the foredeck, you could run your windlass from here, which is really nice when you're maneuvering the boat by yourself. So you have your main controls here, and then you have your trim tab. So when you're out running the boat and you get above 13 knots, it's nice to have the trim tab so you can adjust the ride of the vessel. Or if you're in really rough water and you want the bow to ride a little higher, you can bring it up. And the boat does about 17 knots wide open throttle. And at 17 knots, it's still getting 2 miles a gallon. We did some speed testing. We'll put that data in the body of the video. It just takes way too long to get all that data and try to repeat it. We've done that on a couple videos, and I don't think those have been our best reviews. So Jeff is smiling when I say that. So nice helm station, as you can see. Everything's easy to get to. You've got a manual override for your Johnson pump, and if that goes off, that's what you're going to hear. So nice and loud. Great helm station, comfortable position. Overhead storage. 3 windshield wipers. 1, 2, 3. Look, 4 windshield wipers. You should do your work before you make a video. That's what Jeff keeps telling me. So I don't know, Jeff, if you can do a 360 of the space and show how nice it is. And then once you're done, we'll take a look in the owner's cabin. The owner's cabin's up forward. As you can see, it's a V-berth style, and how large it is. It's at least a queen size berth. There's the extra cushion that's there goes in, and this makes a very large bed. So it has storage underneath, queen size living. Again, you're looking at a 25-foot boat with a trailable 8.5-foot beam. There's a lot of living in here. And if you've been considering a boat, and a Ranger Tug in particular, here's a 12-year young boat, 144 hours, all the records, one owner, and it's priced at $125,000. I don't think in the marketplace for a boat that is ready to go now, you'll find a better boat. All right, everybody, welcome to the engine compartment on the R-25. So we're just out here idling away outside Cap Sandy Marina. This is a Volvo D3 150 horse diesel, hydraulic transmission, standard stuffing box, which I really love on this boat. This doesn't have some high-tech stuffing box. This is the original style packing, has an inner nut, and if you will, put the packing in, the outer nut goes, and you tighten the nut down and to adjust the amount of water that can come through. You don't see these very often, but they've been on boats for over 100 years. Every new boat I built, if I could have this, that's what I'd put on the boat. So anyhow, without droning on about it, you can see the engine, riser, your lift muffler. Here below my feet is a sea strainer. You can see the bubbles in it. That's coming, the raw water comes up through that into there, and the raw water pump on the engine circulates that through, then it gets injected back here in the exhaust and goes out. So water comes in through the bottom of the boat, raw water pump circulates it through the raw water section, and then it comes back here and it gets pumped out. That's what you see coming out of the exhaust. So on the port side of the vessel, you see incredible storage. Also your safety parallel switch to tie your batteries together, bow thruster house, and engine's main battery switches. And then, like I say, lots of good storage. Over here on the starboard side, again, really nice storage. There's a stainless steel stand here that actually, when the hatch is down, goes into the deck, and there's a teak table that goes out here. So when this is all put away, and usually you're not moving around when you're doing this, so you're a little more coordinated than I am at the point of doing all this. So there you go. Pull my foot out. Now imagine doing this at the dock when you're not trying to go through tug wake, which we are right now. But what a great space, right? Nice seating. Table piece slides into here. Have a teak table here. Nice settee. Great space. Put a couple chairs out here. Just a wonderful aft deck. I know we looked at it earlier, but this is a different view. transom door out to the swim platform. Again, this is 25 feet with an 8.5-foot beam. You could trailer to anywhere in the destination, your destination in the United States. It's just a great package at 25 feet. We hope you enjoyed it. Reach out to us with any questions, and we'll see you on the water. Thanks, everybody.